Uh, Hello, this is Chaq Mol from Dark Funeral, Mephisto and Mordichrist. You're
Richard
watching
Metal.
Fan show. Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Richard Metal Fan Interviews. This is episode number 114. And today's guest, we're talking to Chaq Mol. Chaq Mol is the guitarist for the band Dark Funeral, black metal band from Sweden. And he also has another band called Mephisto and I guess Mordechrist. So today we're going to be talking to him about what got him into metal, what made him want to play guitar, as well as doing a rundown of his catalog. So without further ado, let's go talk to Chaq Mol.
So what's up, guys? I'm here with Chaq Mol from Dark Funeral, Mephisto, Mordechrist, and probably a plethora of other bands I don't know about.
Yeah. No more bands, but projects here and there.
Yeah.
If people contact me, and I found it interesting, and then I joined. But
Yeah.
those three bands you mentioned was all.
Yeah.
The old bands.
Yeah. So how are you doing today, man?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I was up late, but yeah, I think I'm okay. I don't. Yeah, I feel okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you?
Yeah. I'm doing all right. It's like 4 in the morning here my time. I also have to get ready for
Oh,
work in
okay.
in a little
Yeah.
bit. So
Yeah.
yeah, I pretty much almost have like all of Dark Funeral. I think I have Lord Armon, Hello Martyr, Adramelic, and now you. I just need to get Yalaman. I got everybody, buddy. So hopefully get every member
Yeah.
eventually. So kind of like the format is, I want to do like
Okay.
a
Cool.
quick run. Yeah, you were saying?
What?
Oh, I thought you were about to say something.
No. The sound was cutting, so I didn't hear what you said. So.
Yeah, like I said, I pretty much almost have everybody, buddy. I'm trying to hopefully get every member of Dark Funeral on eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of the format is, I want to do like a rundown of your catalog and talk about like your journey as an artist from where you started to now. But I want to dive right back into the very beginning before we get into that. What were like the first bands that got you into metal? What made you want to start playing guitar?
I must say Black Sabbath. I had a moment just there that maybe Frank Marino or Black Sabbath. I don't remember exactly, but if you're not familiar with Frank Marino, he's a Canadian rock guitar player and is really good at it. Still good at it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And from what I was doing my research, I saw some of your first bands are Tigris, Arkham Asylum, and Primal Rights. Tell me about those. I was trying to like look up if I look up like any
Yeah.
music and I couldn't find anything. Tell me about those bands.
No. You don't gonna find anything with that online. I'm pretty sure about that. Maybe Arkham Asylum, but Tigress was my first band. It was a trash band.
Wow.
We was two guitar players, one drummer, bass player, and we start to build up the band. And the other guitar player, was much more better than I was at that time.
Nice.
But we got our gear stolen, and that was the end of that band. Because at that time, when you're young, you don't have that money to buy new stuff directly after. So
yeah. Yeah, and then what about like Arkham Asylum and Primal Rights?
Arkham Asylum was a band I played together with Nenia that sings in Mordechrist. She played guitar in that band. And we actually did a couple of shows. We opened up for Dismember at one show.
Oh, wow.
Arkham Asylum was not a death metal band. It was more a hard rock band, but really cool, actually.
Yeah.
And we won the demo of the week on the national Swedish radio. So that was something.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And then what about Primal Rights?
Me and the singer from Arkham Asylum built a new band, and the bass player with a new drummer and another guitar player.
Yeah,
but it was so short, 1 year, 2 years. I don't remember. We did a couple of shows and a festival up in North, and that's it.
right. And then tell me about because.
And then I have.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
And then I didn't join any band in a long time because I was so fed up with I want it my way, or then I don't want to join any band.
Yeah,
and then I had a friend that had run a video store, and he needed a guitar solo on their songs. That was Skellington.
Yeah.
And I was I did a solo on the first demo there.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And then tell me about like Mordechrist, because I believe y'all formed in 2000.
Yeah. 99, 2000 there. Here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, but tell me about like those first couple demos, Root of the Embryo, Hatred on Repeat, and The Blood Rise. All right, tell me about like those first couple
what
demos.
You want to know?
just like where they were recorded at, because they sound like very raw sounding.
Yeah, it's raw sounding, and it was a fun time. We wrote all the songs drunk with absinthe in a old cottage.
Yeah.
It was the punk attitude,
Yeah, it has that.
It was not about great sound. Yeah,
it has that kind of like very punk rock attitude and vibe.
Yeah, and we didn't want to sound. Yeah, and we said we don't want to sound like everyone else. We just let it come out how it sounds, and then that's all. Must no
and then
plan or something. We just had fun.
Oh, sorry. I think there's like a little delay. My bad.
Yeah. I know that's difficult to, break in here. But yeah, what you want to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say I also like the you did that little EP Mordechrist, which is basically you wanted to like redid some of your like old songs to make them more refined.
Yeah. It was a Italian record company that liked what they hear and asked if we want to do a compilation of the best songs from the demos, and that's it.
Yeah, and I know the latest release you had was the Dress to Menace EP in 2006. And are you planning on doing any new Mordechrist music in the future?
I have said it so many times that next year, but I really want something new to come out, and I have so much riffs and ideas, so yeah, it's gonna happen. I promise, but I cannot say it happened this year or next year, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, or it could happen in 10 years.
Yeah, I said Mordechrist never gonna die. When I die maybe, but yeah, it's something gonna happen for sure.
Yeah. But then, of course, I think in 2003, you actually joined Dark Funeral. How'd you hook up with Lord Armand and the guys?
Like I said before, I didn't want to be in a rehearsal room with useless bands, nothing happening, and everyone want different directions and stuff. I didn't want to do that. So I said to my wife, if I'm gonna do something more with a band, then I have to look into bands that exist, that do something, have plans and stuff. And then I saw they seek for a new guitar player, and yeah, I contacted them, and they wanted to meet me and see what I can do, and yeah.
Yeah, and then tell me about like your first album with the band, Tira Tota Sanctus. Like, I love this album. What was that, the whole writing and recording process making this album?
I just must correct you first. It's not my first record with Dark Funeral. It's the live record.
Yeah, I mean like studio record as
well. Yeah. I understand that. That was what you meant, but yeah. And the question again.
Yeah, just
what was the question?
Just pretty much about like the writing and recording process for this album, being as it was your first studio record with the band.
Yeah. It was really special with that record. Not only because it was my first studio record, but it was also special. It took a long time to write because we had no songs ready for that. We had a lot of riffs and ideas and stuff, and but this was really fun, and I really like that record.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
I like them all.
Yeah.
Is it your favorite record?
It's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, cool.
Sure, but then of course, moving on to
same here.
Yeah, moving on to Angelus Exuro Pro Eternus. This of course, what do you feel like more comfortable with, right? Like songwriting wise, because being as this was your first record, did you feel like more comfortable as a songwriter going into this?
The sound disappeared now. You have to say that again because the lag of the sound is. I hear.
All right. With this album being your second record, did you feel more comfortable as a songwriter with this one?
Yeah, I know the guys more. We are friends, and you can speak out more. When you know somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this
when you know the guys.
Yeah, but this album is just a banger, especially like the end of The Human Race. Ugh, what a hell of an opener.
Yeah, I fucking love that record. Is probably one of the best Dark Funeral records ever.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, especially like the title track almost kind of reminds me a little bit of like The Secret of Black Arts, the first album. It has almost kind of like that old school kind of vibe with it.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah. Then, moving on to probably my opinion, the album that got me into Dark Funeral, Where Shadows Forever Reign. I love this album, but what was that like going from this to this?
Oh, it's difficult to say. Different members, but it's a really great record.
Yeah, and I know you got Dominator on the drums. How'd you hook up with him? Because he's just amazing.
I don't remember how we hooked up with him. If somebody knows him, or I don't remember that part actually.
Yeah, but what was like the touring for this? Because I remember the first time I ever saw Dark Funeral was 2018 in Atlanta at the Masquerade. You played with the Septic Flesh. That was a great show. And I honestly think you guys are just, like, in my opinion, the most evil sounding band live.
Yeah.
Then I remember also in 2019, I saw you play with Belphegor, Incantation, and Hate, and that was a cool thing because I remember I was told you this at the last show. I think I remember I posted some photos on Instagram, and then I remember you actually saw it and actually reposted it on yours. I thought that was fucking awesome. So I gotta thank you for that.
Yeah, we have a great contact with our fans. You know, it's important.
Yeah. I do think you love the fans. You actually like give a shit.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, but then of course I think it was around 2019. Also, you started Mephisto. So with how did you hook up with those guys?
Let's see. We did an in-store signing and sell merch and stuff, and then I met Roger, who write some of the lyrics to Mephisto, and we talk a lot, and he asked if I want to do a solo or two on the next coming record.
Yeah.
That end up in Octagram, you know, that record. And I said yes. And later on, they asked if I want to join the band full time. Yeah.
Amazing. And then I know, kind of going back into Dark Funeral for last year, you put out We Are the Apocalypse. Definitely one of my top 10 favorite albums of 2022. What was that like making this album?
That was probably the most easy record to record, because at this time we rehearsed the song a lot, you know, so when we enter the studio, everyone knows pretty much what they're gonna do, you know.
Yeah.
So it was easy that way, you know.
Yeah. It was also like the first album with Adram, Melik, and Yalama in the band. I mean, they've been playing with y'all for a few years before that, but this is the first album with them. Did they bring any sort of like new elements to Dark Funeral that y'all didn't have previously?
Yeah, of course, new members, new sound. Even if Lord Arman write all the music, you can hear the flavors of the new members, you know.
Yeah. And did like Yalama bring something new rhythmically to Dark Funeral?
You mean on that record, or?
Yeah. On this record.
He brings new sound, of course, with a new vocalist on.
Yeah. Because being a drummer, that's got to be like big shoes to fill after Dominator. Yeah,
but Janne did a great job.
Yeah, and I definitely think he did. He's just amazing on that. Even the live shows, because I've seen Dark Funeral now 3 times, and you guys fucking kill it every time. And I'm looking forward to the next show.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, but then going back to Mephisto, you also that's last year you did Blasphorious. Tell me about like that album, because I believe that was like your first album as an official member.
Phosphoros. Yeah, that was my first official, official member, in the band.
Yeah. What was that like, making like the first your first album with the band? Were you like nervous at all?
Not nervous. It was more, you know, I like to do solos, you know, but I don't do that very often because we don't have solos in Dark Funeral. So I have to step up, you know.
Yeah.
do my best.
Yeah, I gotta have those tasty licks.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm gonna grow on that part in the future also, you know.
Yeah. And of course, the last thing I want to talk about is, of course, Deader. Dead Earth, you also, I think, did session work. You did like some leads on Et Desperdem Elude. Tell me about like that band because nobody really knows about that.
I didn't hear what you said. Talk about what?
Dead. You did like session work for Dead Earth. You did the album. Bob,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try not to butcher
it. Yeah.
Et Desperdem Elude.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think it's like a solo guy.
He played in Hypocrisy a long time ago and many other cool bands. He contacted me and he had one song left without the solo, and he asked me if I wanted to do it, and I said yes.
Yeah.
Because I thought the music was really cool. So
and I've heard a little bit, and I kind of dig it. And kind of in the end, to sort of wrap things up, what's next for Dark Funeral and Mephisto and stuff? Have you got like tours and music lined up?
We had a lot of things with Dark Funeral going on, but I cannot reveal much of that now. But next thing is up, it's European tour. In March. A long tour.
Awesome. Okay.
Together with Cannibal Corpse and and I saw the Cannibal Corpse show in Athens last month, and it was great. Yeah, they are always great.
Yeah, they're the fucking kings.
Yeah.
And so before we go, I just want to thank you for taking this time to do this little chat. There's just any final words you want to say to close this out? Thanks you for hooking me up with this, and see you out there on the road. Awesome. So everybody, Chaq Mol from Dark Funeral and Mephisto. We'll see you next time.